Alright, let's look at the homework 7.8, 7.9, problem number 14. Alright, so let's use the double integral to find the volume of this given solid. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so we have to set up an integral. So a function, I'm going to actually rewrite this guy as this guy. Right, subtract x squared from both sides, so you have a z squared is equal to 36 minus x squared. Then I would like to have a z equals, so I'm going to take the square root of both sides, so you have a z equals square root of 36 minus x squared. Right, so we can set up the double integral as so v is equal to, right, double integral. Right, then we have a function is square root of 36 minus x squared. Right, I would like to actually do it with respect to y first. Alright, so fix the x value, so like here, right? Then you can see that the y goes from 0, so here y equals 0, and then all the way to the line y equals x. So which means that the lower bound will be y equals 0 and upper bound would be x. Right? Then once you've done that, you can see that the x starts from 0, so x equals 0. Then keep on kind of swiping the triangular base, and you just keep on doing that up until this point, which is x equals 6. Alright, so we know that outer integral has the lower limit 0, and upper limit is 6. Alright, so let's do this. And inner integral, since we're doing with respect to y, this is actually a constant, so we can place this guy in front of the inner integral. Right, then you just have to integrate 1. Right, so you're gonna get this, right, integral from 0 to 6. Right, right, so integral 1 with respect to y would be just y. Right, oh, actually I have to put that thing, so this is a constant, so I just place it right here. 36 minus x squared. Alright, then here antiderivative 1 with respect to y is y, and you're going from 0 to x and with respect to x. Right, so if you plug in x and minus 0, so you're going to get this. So we're going to get the integral from 0 to 6. Right, and a square root, I don't like square root, so I'm going to write it as quantity 36 minus x squared, raise it to the 1/2 power, and times x dx. Right, then I'm going to use a substitution. Right, so substitution, I'm going to let here, let u be this inside guy, so this I'm going to call it u. Right, so 36 minus x squared, and take the derivative of u with respect to x is equal to negative 2x, and then take the reciprocal of both sides, you have dx over du is equal to 1 over negative 2x. Right, then we can just multiply through by du. We get dx is equal to du over negative 2x. Right, so this integral becomes, oh, actually I need to do since x goes from 0 to 6, and which means that the u, it actually goes from, alright, so you plug it in 0, so it's a 36 to 36 minus 6 squared is actually 0, so 36 to 0. So we're going from 36 to 0. Then you have a u to the 1/2 power. Then I'm going to leave x as it is, but the dx is du over negative 2x. Alright? Alright, one thing we can do is we can use this negative sign to switch lower limit and upper limit. So we can do that. And then we can place 1/2 outside. Right? So we're going to get just 1/2, just a constant. Then you have an integral from 0 to 36. We use the negative sign to flip those. And then, actually, so those x's cancel out, so you don't even have that. Right? Then you have just u to the 1/2 power du. Alright? Then this is going to be equal to, right? So 1/2 stays out here. Antiderivative u to the 1/2 is add 1 to the power 3/2. Then divide by 3/2, which is same thing as multiply by 2/3. Right? Then you are going from 0 to 36. Right? We can just simplify. So there's a 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, cancel out. 1/3 could be pulled out. So this is going to be 1/3 outside. Right? Then you plug in 36, so you have a 36, raise it to the 3/2 power. Right? And plug in 0 is 0, so you're just going to get that. So this is going to be, let's see, so it's 1/3. Alright, so 36 to, the square root of 36 is 6 to the 3rd power. So 6 times 6 is 36, let's see, 30, I can't do this, 36, and times 6, so you're going to get, actually, divide by 3, so it's times 2, so actually, I know this comes out to be, right, 3 and 1 of the 6 cancel out, so it's 2, so it's a 72, right, so we got 72 as the volume, alright, so let's type it in. 72. Alright, so go down and submit for testing. Alright, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.